can still see scalloped edges of advancing tides creeping along a shoreline, wrapping beach pebbles and cobbles, spilling into empty kettles and pools where exotic creatures waited for them to return. But most sacred to me were the salmon runs. For they are the heart of the food web. Fishing isn't just a vocation in Southeast. Or simply recreation. Fishing is passion, animated by strong people. Vessels almost become family members and part of family legacies. Humans and animals share the annual wait for the seasons when these mystical creatures return to their natal streams to spawn and die, and whose following generations will repeat their stories through time. Images of my earliest years in Southeast have passed away, as if I dreamed them, like legions of elders who populated the busy harbors and ports, ancient native villages, and small towns before me. But the eyes of God smiled during my last years when I captured some of the places and animals I encountered. By the graces of digital technology, that I might tell stories about them. Several years have come and gone now since I left Alaska, for the same reasons I went there. I suppose I could just say it was because I heard a distant voice calling. Kansas, my consultants informed me, covers the very center of flyover country, for miles and miles, for miles and miles. Why, Kansas is only remarkable for two things: Dorothy and the tornado that carried Dorothy away from Kansas. I was cautioned that Kansas is bereft of sophistication. That the horizons there recline like flat, calm seas. Under sulking winter skies. And that summertime brings nothing but scorching heat and wind that will cast over oceans of corn and wheat cultivated on the same ancient prairies where ghosts of buffalo still roam. After living in Alaska, I was scolded. You will not be contented in Kansas. And that is how it happened, that when I returned to the lower 48, I came to Kansas. Ad astra per aspera. To the stars through difficulty. Even the state motto drew me. Kansas is 200 miles north to south and 400 miles east to west, and contains the geographic center of the contiguous 48 states. Mark Twain decided that comparison is the death of joy. But I have decided that comparisons are fun, too. The Kansas poet William Stafford wrote about us ordinary beings here. That we cling to the earth and love where we are. Sturdy for common things. Flossie Curtis. My husband was a farmer, but he could see beauty in the land. He could see the promise of the seed. Now he was no literary man, but he could almost make a poem out of a clod of dirt. Henry Beston wrote that humans patronize animals for their incompleteness and tragic fate of having taken form so far below ourselves, but that they are not brethren or underlings. Animals are other nations. Caught in a net of life and time with us. Animals are fellow prisoners of earth's splendor and travail. People used to ask, Susan, what are you doing in Alaska? Now they ask, what are you doing in Kansas? It would be better to ask me, Susan, what have you discovered in Kansas? And I would say that Kansas is not an underling. Kansas is a separate imagination. Each night, there were 2 circles of wagons. Captain Aubrey's train encamped a half-mile beyond the government's, wrote Marion Russell, a little girl traveling the Santa Fe Trail.